Before we begin, make sure you're sitting somewhere comfortable. Make sure you're sitting or lying down somewhere where you can relax and really let go. And all you have to do is just listen along to my voice and let yourself relax more and more. And it's going to be very, very easy for you just to let yourself sink into that relaxation and let me guide you deeper and deeper into that relaxation. We'll start by just having you close your eyes for a little while. That's right, close your eyes down, and I don't want you to open them again until I ask you to. Just keep them closed for a little while, and I want you to take a deep breath in and out, feeling a little heavier, a little more relaxed. That's right. Take another deep breath in and out, beginning to drift down. Try to focus very closely on each and every breath. Imagine a warm red light seems to spread out with each and every breath that you take. Take another deep breath in and out as you feel yourself become even more relaxed. Another deep breath in and out, and it sort of feels like you're beginning to drift in and out as you just focus on your breathing very closely. It's as if your mind can sort of just drift away as you take another deep breath in and out, feeling heavier and more relaxed as it becomes easier to sink into that relaxation, as it becomes easier to let your mind sort of drift away from your body, as if it can just continue to float into that relaxation. Take another deep breath in and out. Focus closely as you relax. In, filling your lungs up with air, and exhale as you begin to drift further down. Another deep breath in and out as you drift further. Another deep breath in and out, so easy to relax. Another deep breath in and out, and you can imagine a warm, heavy blanket weighing your body down, sort of pulling you further into that heavy relaxation. Another deep breath in and out, drifting further and further down. Another deep breath in and out as it becomes so easy to unwind and drift further. Another deep breath in and out, so heavy and so relaxed. Another deep breath in and out as you unwind further and further down. In and out, heavier and more relaxed. Imagine your body just sort of floating into a place of relaxation, a void of nothing, just a black, empty space for you to relax. And as you take another breath in and out, you feel yourself drift further into that void. Another deep breath in and out as everything fades away, as you just drift down into that void, as if there's no bottom to this place of relaxation, and you can just drift down deeper and deeper as you relax more and more. Another deep breath in and out, drifting further and further down. Another deep breath in and out, just drifting and relaxing, feeling the weight of each and every breath that you take as they continue to guide you further and further down into that void. And as I count from 5 down to the number 1, I want you to take a breath with each number, and you'll notice yourself going deeper into that void, deeper into that relaxation with each number, as if each number seems to weigh on your mind and body, so that when you reach the number 1, you can completely let go and feel yourself drift all the way into that void of relaxation. You can feel it start with the number 5. See that number in your mind, the number 5, and notice how hearing it makes you feel so much heavier, so much more relaxed with that number 5. And you can feel yourself go even deeper with the number 4. Feel that number like an invisible hand pulling you further into that relaxation with the number 4. And you're going to feel that weight so much stronger with the number 3. Feel that number sort of take you deeper and deeper down, as if that number 3 seems to weigh on your mind, allowing you to drift further and further down as I reach the number 2. So heavy and relaxed with that number, so warm and comfortable as a number 2 takes you so much deeper. And with that next number, you can let go all the way and just drift and sink into that warm, peaceful relaxation. Number 3, number 2, and the number 1. So heavy and relaxed as you imagine yourself just floating endlessly down into that warm, heavy relaxation, as if everything sort of passes you by here. Even these words seem to float over you. You can hear them, but you also don't hear them at all, as you just drift and unwind, as you allow yourself to go further and further down. And I'll have you use your imagination to help you relax even more. And I want you to imagine that you're standing at the top of a small flight of stairs. And as you imagine yourself at the top of those stairs, I want you to notice at the bottom is just that emptiness that you drift down into, just that empty black void. And as I count from the number 10 to the number 1, I want you to walk down those stairs so that when I reach the number 1, you can step off and just float even further into that warm, heavy void of relaxation. You can let each number relax you further as you step down those stairs. When I reach that number 1, stepping down into that void of relaxation, starting with the number 10, heavier and heavier as you imagine yourself taking that first step down. Number 10, heavier and heavier with that number. Number 9, you take another step down those stairs, feeling more of that weight and relaxation. Number 9, number 8, another step down, moving further down those stairs as you feel yourself relax with every step. Number 7, heavier and heavier, relaxing more and more. Number 6, drifting down as your mind unwinds, moving closer to that void again, with the number 5, heavier and heavier, so warm and relaxed, even deeper down with the number 4, heavier and heavier still, as things seem to slow more and more, with the number 3, so heavy with that number as you feel yourself getting closer to that void, and you feel the weight grow even more on your mind with the number 2. And on that next number, you can just let go of everything and enjoy your slow descent into that warm, peaceful void. Number 3, heavier and heavier. Number 2, drifting down, deeper and deeper. And number 1, drifting down into that void, as if everything else just leaves you behind, as your mind even leaves your body behind, and just begins to float and drift and sink, moving with that relaxation further and further down. And you can imagine that mind just drifting and unwinding, listening to these words and really not listening at all, as your mind just continues to float and drift. And it's so easy just to let yourself enjoy this pleasant place. Notice how warm and comfortable you feel as you relax. And I want you to focus on that warm, wonderful feeling of peace that passes over you here, and that only grows as you let yourself drift deeper, as you let these words wash over you like waves of relaxation, as you just drift peacefully deeper and deeper down, relaxing more and more, finding it so easy just to relax. And in that heavy, relaxed void, I want you to imagine that there's something in that void with you, And I want you to imagine that in that void is an image of yourself, but that image, it looks a little different. And as you focus on that image of yourself, I want you to notice this is a robotic version of yourself. Imagine what you would look like as a robot. Notice the differences you see in yourself as this robot. You look similar, but you obviously look different as well. Maybe you notice her looking a little more stiff, more mechanical. And as you focus on that image in your mind, you can notice yourself becoming that robotic version of yourself more and more. In fact, I want you to imagine while your mind relaxes and drifts away into that void, deeper and deeper, that image of yourself as a robot seems to merge and float into your empty body, as if while your mind relaxes, you can let that robot kind of enter your body. And as you focus on that, feel her begin to stretch out in your skin, in your body. Notice yourself beginning to feel more stiff, more robotic, more mechanical. And as you feel her becoming you more and more, notice how your mind even seems to change. As if that robot, for a little while, is deleting everything but herself. And it's okay to forget for a little while, knowing you can remember again eventually. And you want to fully experience this change, so you can let that robotic self begin to stretch out more and more inside you. As your mind unwinds and relaxes, that perfect image of a robot in your mind sinks into your body more and more. You can feel yourself becoming more robotic, your mind becoming more blank and empty, and you notice how nice that feels just to let everything else drift away, knowing that a robot only focuses on simple, easy things like following commands. In fact, that's all this robot seems to want to do, is just follow commands. And you could understand how nice that would be, to leave everything else behind and just focus on something so simple like following commands. You can imagine how free that would be for your mind, to not be cluttered with anything else, to be laser focused on just following commands and becoming that perfect image of a robot more and more. And as you focus on these things, feel that robotic self beginning to sink in more and more, as if you feel herself, her place in your body becoming a little tighter, a little more powerful, as if she's beginning to power on in your body more and more, as you allow yourself to fully become this robotic self. And you can imagine all the changes that you would experience as a robot. You can imagine how nice it's going to feel to remain as this robot for a little while, to let yourself stretch out and explore this new version of yourself, something completely mechanical, something completely robotic, removed from everything that normally holds you back. As this robotic self, you are pure confidence, only focused on just following commands and nothing else, knowing it feels wonderful and good to let yourself become something so simple, so empty, so blank. And the word robot, is going to be an anchor, a symbol for your mind to let that robotic programming become stronger. You can imagine that word robot, sort of like a reset button, and every time you see it, every time you hear it, it's as if your eyes roll up a little bit and you imagine a blue wave of electricity passing over you as that robot's programming takes hold more and more, as if you can imagine that robot's wiring stretching out through your body and mind more and more. You feel it become stronger with that word, robot. And that word, robot, will remain a symbol for your programming. And even when you're awake and you hear that word, robot, it will always be a symbol for you to become that robot in a deeper way, to let her reset and let her wires stretch out again further and further. That's right, robot. Feel that blue wave pass over you, and even to see that word in text, in a chat, will further stretch out that robot, will allow her programming to stretch out more and more. And in a moment, I'm going to count you up from 1 to the number 5, and you'll let each number power on that robot more and more, as if each number up seems to turn her battery that much on, as if each number reinforces that robot's programming, as if she's coming alive in your body. And when I reach the number 5, she will fully power on, and you're going to remain that robot for a little while. And when you wake up, you'll be able to wake up as this robotic self, able to remain this robotic self for a little while, ready to receive a special command. And you'll find it so easy, so automatic, just to follow that command, so emptily do whatever that command says. You can imagine how nice it would feel just to be completely empty, to simply receive a command and follow it without any thought, without any care, knowing that you've let yourself become this robot for a little while. And it's okay to explore that, to test that and receive a special command, to explore how it feels to follow it. And you can imagine what it's going to be like to wake up as this robot. You can imagine how you're going to feel, how you might act, how different you would feel, how empty and mechanical your mind might feel, completely removed from anything but that simple desire to follow a command. And you can imagine how nice that will feel, just to be empty, to wait and receive a command and just follow it without nothing else passing through you, to be completely free of everything but that desire to follow that special command. And in a moment, I'm going to count from 1 to the number 5. And what you're going to find is that as I count you up, you'll imagine that robot stretching out in your body, becoming stronger, as if each number powers on that robot more and more, so that when I reach the number 5, you'll be able to open your eyes and fully become that robot in your imagination. For a little while, you'll be able to fully become that robot, ready to receive a special command and follow it. And you can imagine how nice that will be to wake up and explore this feeling, to be yourself and yet be something so different, so mechanical, so empty. As I count from 1 to 5, imagine yourself becoming that robot more completely as she powers on fully. With the number 1, already feel that robotic self Imagine her wires and her programming stretching out, as if each number brings a blue wave of programming over you like electricity. You feel that get a little stronger with the number 2. Again, you feel that robotic self become a little more powerful in your mind, her programming stretching out, sinking into your body more and more. Number 3, you can imagine that robot inside your body. You can allow yourself to become that robot for a little while as it gets stronger and stronger with the number 4. You can feel yourself already so stiff, so mechanical, your mind so completely empty, focused on these commands, and with that next number, open your eyes and become that robot fully. 3, 4, and 5. Eyes open as that robot powers on. That's right. And as this robot, I'm going to give you a very special command to follow. And I want you to follow it without thinking. Allow yourself to become this robot, to accept this command, and follow it without any thought or care at all. And your special command is, as this robot, you're going to comment on this video. And you're going to tell me that you are a robot, and you'll describe how you feel, and you'll describe what you look like as this robot. And once you enter and send that comment, it's as if that robot suddenly powers off, and you'll return to your normal self, not quite remembering even being that robot, but seeing your comment and being very surprised, very amused, even a little aroused with this transformation. Go ahead and follow your command now. Leave that comment and then let that robot fully power off.